6, 7, 8. Hit the count, dip it clean, stand it up, lock it in. Gym lights, head tight, music loud. Friday night, from the car to the mat. Every rep, every set, all hard, all in. Run it back again. Cheer moms, cheer dads, cheer life, no cap. Proud, proud, proud. Piff, David, cheer dads. Unfiltered.
Second comp of the season, 7 a.m. arrival, VIP parking, private suite with our podcast name on the door. 1.25 deduction, third place, and somehow still one of the best days yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely one of the best days yet.
We had Jamfest at Mullet Arena, Comp 2. Let's talk about it. But first, we got to rewind to 4 a.m. yesterday. that was a little rough. Wives woke up. Mine woke up at 4. Went to bed probably at like 8:30. Went to bed because we had to be in Mullet Arena at the doors at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
What was it for Janae? When was the timer set? The alarm.
I think she got up around 4:35. Honestly, we have a pretty good system down with Everly now, and so it doesn't take too long to get her ready. I think she also overdid it the first time. She said she
Yes.
put too much makeup on. We did too much of it, so she didn't do her eyelashes this time. She had fake eyelashes last time, so she pulled back a little bit. So
Okay.
I think she woke up, and then my job was basically to get all the other kids ready. We had to drop them off at the mother-in-law's house before the tournament. So
What time did Dad wake up? When did you get up?
I woke up at 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was up before that. That's when I got out of bed. I was like up beforehand, like, because we got the GroupMe messages started at like 3:45 a.m.
Yeah,
It was the first message I saw. And I was like,
The parent moms were going. One was going to be
Those
days.
parent moms are a little like
a little crazy. I was like, dang.
I was like, yeah. I know some of them have multiple daughters too that are doing multiple stuff. So I might get it, but dang.
Too early. Geoff, what was Lauren's plan? When did she get up?
Dude, I think Lauren was up at like 4 o'clock. And I didn't even notice her get up, man, because I was out. Because I was planning on like pulling an all-nighter, watching a little Star Wars, just pulling an all-nighter, and that did not happen.
We talked about that, yeah.
Yeah, I fell asleep on the couch, and I woke up on the couch like, I'm not sleeping on the couch tonight. I didn't get in trouble last night. I'm not sleeping on the couch.
No doghouse for you.
Right, so I went into bed, I was sleeping, Lauren got up, and then I kind of woke up probably like around, I don't know, like 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that whole like, and I sat up, and I asked Lauren, I said, is Ruby up yet? Like, what's going on? She goes, no, I haven't gotten her up yet. And I'm like, so you still have to do her hair? She's like, yeah, and I was back out. Like, that at least gives me another like 30 to 45 minutes before, because, I mean, you're a guy, right? How long does it take us to get ready?
10 minutes.
Right? Especially since I showered the night before. So, I mean, I'm throwing on some deodorant. I'm throwing on the Creed Ventus, because you got to smell it. When you're first class, VIP parking, sweet life, flying that first class, you got to put some Creed Ventus on. It's either that or, the fake Creed Ventus that people think you're putting some Creed Ventus on, something like that, right? But yeah, it was a crazy morning, man.
It was different for us.
Yeah.
Because last comp, we had the afternoon. We got lucky. Karina, I thought about pulling the all-nighter. I was like, dude, I'm too risky, man. I set like 8 alarms. I'm not good at this stuff. I'm not a morning guy. So she got up at 4. And this time around, the routine was so much faster. She got the hair. Last time it took her like an hour to do the hair. She did it in 25 minutes. It was record time. She figured it out. She has her process. Bella and her were good, and I'm waking up at like 6:15. Bella started getting woken up at 5, and she didn't get up till like 6. She was like, why did you guys get me up early? And Karina was like, dude, I woke you up like 8 times. And so, we were out of the house by like 7:15, got there by 8. And it was good. Did it feel different for you guys walking in this time? I know first one, so many different feelings in this one. What was it like for you, Geoff, kind of walking into second comment? Again, new arena. Shout out to Mullet Arena. But what was it like going into the second one?
I think I was more ready for it. I knew what the arena was going to look like. I knew what the stage was going to look like. And I think I was more ready for it. I think what you're not ready for, though, is like the security. Like, because the security at every place is different. Like, we showed up. We were there literally in line at like 7:50, and they were like, nope, nobody's getting in. And you're like, our girls got to check in like 2 minutes. What do you mean nobody's getting in, right? So you're like, well, what's going on? They got to check in. The coaches got to check in, but you're not letting anybody in. And I get it. Like, security guards got that one moment of their life where they're the boss of you. You know what I mean? So it's like they revel in that, and you're just like, I know you got a job to do, man, but we got to get in there because our girls got to practice and get ready and and sitting out here in the cold is not helping them or their joints or their muscles. Like let us go. So I think that was another thing. You're never ready for the actual like getting into the event.
I didn't think about that. Like I didn't get it. Like you go to a sports event, yes, be there a little early. You got to go. You go to a D-backs game, man. You got to get there early.
Oh yeah,
Suns game.
You can get there 2-3 hours early sometimes to let you in. And when you watch batting practice.
And so getting to this one, it was like all of a sudden I parked, I walked up, and I was like, oh, there's like a grip of people here.
Yeah.
And then every girl had to go through security with their backpacks. They're pushing rulers in there, and I was like, bro, what are we doing? And Bella's over here in her outfit just freezing to death.
What was weird about the security is it's like, if it's in the girl's bag, it's perfectly fine. So we walked up, we got water bottles in our hands, we got stuff like that, and the security guard asked me, he's like, "Is that for you or is that for her?" And I was like, "It's for me." He's like, "Oh, you can't have it. It's for you." And I was like, "It's for her." And he's like,
"Her name's
all right,
David.
You're good." And I walked right in with him. I'm like, "This is ridiculous. It's just semantics. Like, come on. Like, we can't bring in a water bottle, but if it's in her bag, all of a sudden we can bring in water." So everyone's just stuffing their kids.
Right, like you see these little girls cheer backpacks, and it looks like one of the rucksacks from the Marines or something. You're like, oh yeah, well,
that was all getting tipped over, just being small.
Well, and that's what's funny with a backpack is like, how much stuff do you really need in these backpacks? They have to show up fully dressed with everything on. So it's like there's a water bottle in there, and maybe some like things that touch up makeup and stuff like that. But otherwise, it was like it's just a bunch of my.
I feel like right now you're giving security the secrets, and they're like,
no, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, relax.
But for those cheer parents,
do you know what wasn't in David's backpack?
Oh, can we not? So for all y'all out there, David planned to bring USA bandanas, USA glasses. Geoff didn't do his hair.
I didn't do my hair.
He was ready. As you know, Geoff always wears a hat.
I always wear a hat. I've got. You can see right now. I've got the Phantom Peaks. I gotta wear a hat. I gotta wear a hat because I don't have the luxurious hair that David has.
I did not realize that.
And so, we get in and David's like, "Hey guys, on the drive, I forgot the bandanas and the glasses."
Well, to be fair, I literally text you. I text you probably 15 minutes before that text. It said, "I have the bandanas and the glasses, guys. I'll bring them." And then I had them in my hand at that moment. I set them down because Everly needed her water. I filled her water up. I walked right out of the house with the water bottle and
put that on
gone.
Everly. You notice it, right?
Oh, no.
Put that on Everly. I had to fill up Everly's water bottle.
I'll put it on one thing, and that's called ADHD. I'm very much neurodivergent, and it shows itself at times, and that's usually how it rears its ugly head.
My favorite thing is that his wife is like, "You guys need to understand, he has ADHD." It's like, oh,
as she forgot Everly at all prep practice.
Yeah, I didn't forget her. I forgot all prep practice
in general. Last week we had all prep, and me and Geoff are there, and we don't see David and Everly. Girls go in, we're getting ready. We text David, and he goes, "What do you mean, where am I?" We're like, "Dog, where are you?" And he's all, "I'm in Tucson, doing the trailer." And we all lose it, and he, mortified, realizes Everly is not at all prep.
It was my job to take her there, and I did not.
That hurt. That's that ADHD kicking in hard, man. That was rough. How about the girls? When now Comp 2, what was Everly's lead up to this? Like, was she excited? Was she nervous? Did she have any feelings different than kind of going from Comp 1 to now Comp 2?
Honestly, I think the early morning helped that. I actually preferred it. I thought it was because we had the late start all day. We're all like nervous about this thing. We're prepping. I spent hours prepping for this, the first tournament, packing snacks, packing all this stuff. I got up I probably got ready 30 minutes before we had to leave. We got Everly up maybe 45 minutes before, and we were like out of the house. And like it was a whole day ordeal last time, and this time it was like we shortened it down because we kind of had to. So I really didn't really have a lot of time to just sit around and think about it and be nervous about it all morning long. It was like she just woke up, got dressed, and was into it. And even once we got there, it was a pretty short time from when we got there and we performed. Last time I felt like we sat around for a really long time there before we performed. Here it was like, we got there at 8:15 we checked in, and then we performed at 9:30. Yeah, and they went back pretty shortly after we got there.
Very different experience.
So, I mean, but Everly, she didn't have a lot of nervousness. I asked her in the car drive there, like, nervous side. She's like, definitely much more excited than I am nervous this time. And that was, I felt pretty good about our chances.
And Everly, I felt she walked in with a lot more swag, a lot more vibe with the girls. She was excited to see everybody. She came in just fired up. Izzy was the same way. Izzy, I don't think she even, not a big deal. Had her hair done, lipstick. She jammed in the car. a little tired. She was a little tired on the drive there. I was like, please don't fall asleep before we get there, because then you got to wake up and it'll be druggy. Like, just hold on. But yeah, she was fired up. Very cool experience when we got into Mullet Arena, figured out where everybody went. I love the arena. I walked in just with a different vibe. But yeah, Bella seemed calmer, much more calmer, more locked in, and aware of kind of how the day would play out.
Yeah.
What was it like for Ruby?
The same thing. She was, I mean, I'm the same way. Like, if you have to wait around all day to compete, it's kind of like nerve wracking, and you keep running through things in your mind. Like, I got to do this right. I got to do this right. I got to do this right. I got to remember this. But when you're like, show up, boom, let's go, you don't have time to sit back and go. You just really don't have time to get in your head. That's what it is. You don't have time to get in your head.
Just do.
Don't think, just do. What are we, Top Gun now?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Chris. Don't think, just do.
Exactly.
I mean, you're fat. It's facts.
Yeah.
100%. Don't think, just do, and you perform.
Yeah.
So Ruby was a lot better this time. She was way more excited, and I think that seeing the other venue now, she wasn't so afraid.
Yeah. This venue was tight. Mullet Arena was cool.
It was really good.
Yeah, and like I said, kudos to Jamfest too for putting it on. I mean, it was super smooth. Everything was right on time. Even the awards didn't take very long at all. There was no waiting. And you hear all these I see all these posts of people they're waiting for awards, and the girls they're playing songs, and it's like they went out there and it was shortly after they were the awards were being read. I mean, we were read towards the end of this time, but we're all looking around wondering if we forgot something. But
yeah. So we could dive right into that, right? The big piece of this is capturing the recap of Comp 2, Jamfest yesterday, and they were almost perfect. But as I said in the intro, right, 1.25 deduction, third place. What energy looked strong. The routine felt very tight. But then we had the fall. We had the fall. We didn't even know, right?
No.
Most of us didn't know. David knew. David had an idea of it, but after the performance, we were all like, yeah, this is great. We did it. We crushed it. And all of a sudden, we go back to the suite. We get back with the other parents, and David's all, hey, we had a fall.
Yeah.
And I was like, we had a fall? And you just don't even realize it, and it cost us a 1.25 deduction, which, as you found in your deep dive, that's significant.
Yeah.
That is significant. To get a 1.25 is something happened, right?
Yeah.
And the score shifted everything. What went through your head, Geoff, when you kind of heard what happened? You saw the fall. You saw we didn't know deduction yet, what it was going to cost us. But what went through your head as you got back and kind of realized we had this fall, in this performance?
Right. I mean, you didn't know. I mean, I was watching Ruby pretty much the whole time.
Yep.
So because I was so concerned about her doing that back walkover, because where our suite was, we could see them practice.
Which she nailed, by the way.
Yeah, she nailed it. But in practice, she fell.
Yeah.
When she was practicing, because we could see behind stage. And I was like, oh, no. And I know Ruby has it, but she gets in her head.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the whole time I was just, I was on pins and needles, man. Just watching her please do it, please do it, please do it. And then she did it. And the whole arena knew she did it because I let them know that she did it. You know what I mean? But I didn't know. I was hyped afterwards. I mean, blood pressure probably went up. I was excited. And then all of a sudden we've got, we're doing this. We're doing this for the girls to come run through.
Yeah.
And they're bawling their eyes out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? I looked at you and I was like, dude, what happened? And you go, they fell.
Yeah, someone told me when we were walking down. I didn't see it. Like I said, what I thought was so impressive, like I said, to me, we so lead up to that practice, there was a couple things the coaches had told the girls that they did in the practice that made a huge difference. And one of them was, if you have a mistake, don't allow it to affect the entire rest of it. You have to bring it even harder after that, make up for it. And they definitely did that, because she fell, she popped right back up, and nobody who was watching this live, even the wives didn't know.
No idea.
Nobody had any idea until those girls came out and they told us there was a fall, and we went back and watched the video when you could see it. But that was, to me, that happened, and they did not affect anything from there on out. I mean, it was clear when we saw the rest of their scores. I mean, they responded back to it pretty well.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, we were in the suite. We watched them pre-warm up. You and Lauren, I saw it. I felt it. You guys were and I was like, what happened? They were like, she didn't do her back walk over. And I was like, oh man, okay. And you guys were really showing up for your daughter to be like, all right, knowing that it will impact her. We go down, we sit, they come out. I mean, they came out with energy. They were fired up. I was fired up. And then they performed, and I was blacked out, man. I thought they absolutely crushed it. I was like, we coming back and getting first. We did it.
100% thought they crushed it. I thought they crushed it so good. I'm like, we got first again.
That's it.
We're going to show up on this podcast. We're going to have the jacket draped right here, just doing this.
Yeah.
just opening up like this. I was like, we crushed it.
Yeah.
I thought we crushed it.
Yeah.
But then when they started crying.
And then they come out, we go out, we immediately
it's
leave
tough.
our seats, we come down to the tunnel, we line up, we do besties, the move that's in there, we get them out, and they just come out. They came out excited. They were happy, but there was some that were defeated.
Well, I think it was the older girls. So the older girls
they
know what it means. I mean, so when we talk about hit zero, right? Hit zero means no deductions. That means there was no mistakes. That's really, I mean, like I said, and you could hit zero and still not win.
Right.
But it's very rare that you don't hit zero and win. So usually if you get a deduction, unless everybody else in that class got a deduction, you're going to lose.
So did you
get a lower score?
Did you know immediately then with that it would cost us podium position?
I thought it would cost us first place for sure.
Okay.
The third place team last time, they were pretty far. They were like 4 points behind us. So I thought we'd still finish second, honestly, because even a 1 point deduction last in comp 1, we still would have finished in second place. But that score, I didn't get to see their routine, but apparently they really stepped it up because their score went up like 4.6 points from the first comp to the second comp, which
and shout
is
them
crazy.
Out. That's
Shout them out,
cheer for us.
Yeah, cheer for us.
Like, way to go, cheer for us,
They-
because you guys stepped it up.
Yeah.
To the point where, I mean, I'm like, we got to come. We got to come with it now.
It looked like it was
to come with it.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a 2-team division at that first comp. We tied with the other team. The other team was like 4 points back, and it was like, okay, it's going to be kind of us and top four, and top
We
gun.
wrote them off. We wrote them off, man.
And
We thought they weren't that
They
good.
showed up. They made some pretty big improvements, and every team improved a lot from the first score to the second score. I mean, that was the really cool thing for me to see is just how much our score still, even with the deduction, how we improved on the raw score.
I do got to say, competitive cheer, would you guys say that it is the harshest judge sport out there? Because, I mean, it's crazy, right? So what happened was we had our performance and we had our 4 groups in the front. And they do, one girl gets down on all 4.
Nugget.
A nugget, the nugget. The one girl gets on her back and steps up, does her thing, and the back base will grab and take her off.
Yep.
We had, unfortunately, one stand up too quickly.
Yeah,
Cost our
nugget came out
Yep.
a little bit too quick.
Yep. And they all fell, and it was a structural issue. So we got 0.5 for the mess up coming off the timing, 0.5 for hitting the other athlete, and then 0.25 for basically the structure kind of falling apart.
They call it a major building fall.
Yeah.
So basically, you're in a stunt and someone falls and a body part hits the ground, so you don't catch them. It's a 1.25 deduction for that.
Dang. And I just feel like it's harsh, man. Like, I feel like the performance, like...
It's really hard, especially for her, especially for the girl that was performing the nugget, because I think she was our stand-in. She was filling in for one of our girls that got hurt and couldn't perform. So, I mean, and if you think about it, she had 4 practices.
4.
Yeah.
4 practices to figure out our routine and get in there and compete.
That our girls have been doing for the last 6 months.
Right. So I mean, you want to be mad at her as a competitive person, but at the end of the day, you're like, man, this girl had 4 practices and she still stepped up and pretty much knocked out the routine. She had one thing where she missed 1 count.
Yeah, one count. That's it.
And I get it, but Tom, how do you think that girl's handling it right now? How would you handle it if you stepped into another team and and I don't want to put it all on her.
No.
Because it's not all on her.
Well, and
the
to be fair,
base could have held. The back base could have, you know what I mean? But
we wouldn't have gotten first. Even without the deduction, we would have come up short.
Right. You went down the deep dive
So
yesterday. You talked to Judge Gabby. Shout out to you for helping us, walking us through. She'll be on an episode
Judge
soon.
Gabby has been a huge help.
Huge help.
Yeah. The fact that she responds back to my messages at all is amazing.
I can't believe that she responds back to us. I'm like, You're like up there and we're like down here and you're like, oh, I'm listening to these guys. They're great.
She was literally up there because she was flying at the time. And I was like, she responded back and I was like, do I ask follow-up questions? I was like, I'm going to do it. She was like, right back to every one of my questions. I was like, I'm going to keep this going as long as she's going to, I'm going to get this info. So she gave me a lot of great info.
Shout out to you, Gab. We love you. You're going to be on soon. March 12th. Look out for that episode. But yeah, she broke it down. And look, man, shout out to this girl. She was a fill-in, 4 practices. She's amazing. Yeah. What I also thought was so commending.
The whole rest of the routine, she killed it.
And what made me so proud, and shout out to her, she had to go on and perform again right after that with her original team.
Yeah.
Okay? So that, and we see it on video. She was devastated. Face in hands immediately after performance. Had to run to the back, clean it all up, and come out with her next squad. And so I would be devastated. I would be hurt. Just even if I was a regular from the last 6 months, and a regular girl being in the group, like, It sucks, man, when you don't perform. It's like in football, the run play. You got to hit the gap, and you don't. And the dude comes through and hits your guy immediately, and you're like, dang, that could have been a 80-yard run.
It all happens like this. It's not
does.
like this was like a conscious, it's just like one thing move, and all of a sudden you get blown up, and you're like, oh man, that, and you don't realize how big that mistake's going to be. And like I said, all of our girls made mistakes in that routine. It's just, this was the one that ended up costing the deduction because of how it happened. So it's just, that's hard.
I don't think people outside of cheer even understand how brutal deductions are. Like they're not fun. And
No.
Like we've talked about in previous episodes, for those getting into the cheer world, the competitive side of it, the one thing about this is in regular cheer, or the sideline cheer, I'm sorry, not regular, but sideline, it's about entertainment. It's about a routine. It's about hyping up a crowd. This, in competitive cheer, is fundamentals. Everything is graded on the detail. It's not really how hyped you are or the performance itself on how electric it might be in an arena. It's, are you hitting your counts? Are you smiling? Are you creating your structure right?
It's what are you doing and how clean is it? How hard is what you're doing, and is it super clean?
We even found out with like F&T, not farts and toots,
Not farts and toots.
formations and
That's not
transitions,
farts and toots.
like even Ruby holding the legs, like the way she holds them can be something because you have to grab them a certain way.
Shout out, our score in the F&T improved significantly from the first one. It was kind of a weakness of ours, and I think we actually outscored both the other two teams in it this time.
I fed Bella
our coaches were doing a lot on that where they're like, do the slide.
The slide on the
flippity slide. See? I was
Yeah.
dying upstairs and they're doing that, man.
Shout out to Coach Corrine and Carly because it was so funny. They were showing the girls because they have to hold each other in a pyramid, arms in arms, and they were grabbing.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, slide.
Slide. See how much nicer it is? Slide.
Carly's cracking up. Corrine's is like, help me do this. Show them. And I was like, dude.
Our pyramid was also the highest scoring pyramid.
Wow.
It was the
Was it
highest
really?
pyramid score out of
I thought our pyramid
Shout
looked
out.
really good because to me it looked really good.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy? Like we go right into pyramid after the nugget.
Yeah.
They go so
They all took off and
I'm gonna
ran.
throw her
Set
name
that
out.
up.
Yeah.
Kelsey was the one that fell.
Yeah,
it was
Kelsey.
not her fault at all. But when she fell, she bounced up so quick.
Shout
She
out.
got right back in the routine.
Pro status.
Pro
status.
Pro.
Yeah. I mean, I
Pro
like I said, I
status.
still watch it. And she looks like it's like she hits, and like on the bounce of the hit, she's like already coming back up. Like, it wasn't like she hit and stopped. It was like it was almost
Did
like
not face her at all. If I would have fell, I'd have been laying on that ground like, I'm out. Call me. Coach. Here's the water guy.
Yep.
No, the resilience was incredible. I loved it. I feel like too, look, third place is still podium.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this competitive cheer is, look, third place, you still get a medal. The girls to them still felt like they placed. You guys going into this though, let's be real. I'm going to call it out. You almost encouraged
Oh, here we go.
them not to win.
I don't want to say
That's an
Wait,
expressive term.
No.
bold statement.
Listen, y'all
That's a
don't know.
bold
I have the
shots
receipts.
fired.
I was just pointing
Bold
out
statement.
that it's not the worst thing ever. We talked about the team last year, right? Undefeated until what? They lose in the
One
summit.
last one, yeah.
So that tells me, like, yeah, if you lose along the way, you realize, okay, yeah, this one detail, one count can cost us the entire thing. And so that now it's just like, we got to dial it in more. We have to, step it up. I hope that that's what they learn out of this is like those tiny details the coaches are talking about. That's everything. That can cost you the summit. They learn that lesson now. And then when we come to the summit, they're ready for it versus, get along. Maybe we get a deduction. The other team gets a worse deduction and we still win. And so they're like, it's not that big of a deal to get deductions.
100%.
Like, nope. They know now. Like, you got to bring it out and come out, lock it in, and be perfect.
That's not what
If
they
you
said.
wanna win.
That's
That's
you
exactly
guys are
what
both-
we said.
I'm
We
just
were
kidding.
said the best way to learn is through failure.
Yep.
It is.
100%.
It is. And I want my daughter to understand that failure is your own term, right? First off, it's made up.
Yep.
There is no such thing as failure. It's kind of what you put on your own
Yeah.
limits. And two, I mean, all right, I know
I mean-
competitively there is a winner and a loser. I
I mean, the
know.
idea is,
But-
if you don't fail if you don't quit. If you don't
That's
give
it.
up, you just keep coming back. You haven't failed yet. You lost,
Yeah.
but you didn't mean you failed.
And it's
Like,
a
you just
learning
keep coming
lesson,
back.
right? So now, Coach Carween and Carly, and shout out, listen, I was right there. I was right there in the heat of the moment when they came out. Carween pulled all the girls over to the side.
Yeah.
And the resilience that she taught those girls and showed up for them, like, shout out to you because I know you've had your falls, Carly and Queen. Like, I know you guys have had these things happen. And you encourage these girls to put on some smiles and be excited. And you're right. I think now, in practice, they're going to learn a little bit about listening to the count.
Yep.
Because that's the other thing I was telling Geoff, like in football, that's why guys go off sides all the time. We're taught to watch the ball.
Yeah.
Not listen to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Because the quarterback's going to try to throw you off. So you watch for that ball to get off the line, and that's when you know to go. The girls, they're getting so used to their routine, they're getting so natural with it that they're almost reacting too ahead. Yeah. Right? Ruby kind of goes a little ahead
of the back walkover. I actually took a snapshot image of the back walkover.
He was showing me earlier.
And all the girls are like this, and she's already in it. So I'm like, see? I said, here, look, this is what they're talking about. Look how early you are. And without me saying anything, she's like, so I got to make the count. I'm like,
job done.
So you learn. Through failure, you learn. And I honestly, I don't think these girls failed.
No.
I think they had a mishap. Yeah. But they recovered, man. They recovered. They finished the routine, and for most of us to not even notice that they messed up, is that failure? Yeah. Because they came out and they killed it. They killed it. I don't care.
Yeah. It's so much for them to be proud of in that routine.
100%.
Sure. So many things improved.
And I think they're just going to bounce back. They realize what pressure is now. I mean, shout out to the dude in the Olympics. That kid, did you see that skater? There's this dude who was supposed to go for the gold in ice skating, and he's like a world-renowned like kind of prodigy, and he had 2 falls. And he dropped to 8th place. Oh, wow. Didn't even place. Mortified. He'd been interviewing all week, and he dropped to 8th. But he's like, cool, I'll come back. 4 years, now I know what I got to do, and the pressure got me. Like the negative thoughts hit. But I don't think our girls did that. They came back up to the suite. They were happy. They got some cinnamon pretzels. They got some popcorn. They were vibing. And I was like, you girls good? They were like, yeah, we're great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they responded well. And like I said, we don't have to wait up 4 years. We got 3 weeks. 3 weeks to our next comp. I mean, so really it's jump right back into it. And I'm sure the coaches will go over all the judges' details and stuff like that. But
I'm so fired up for Comp 3 now. I wish it was tomorrow.
I actually wish I could be here Tuesday so I could hear the coaches talk to him. Yeah. I'm going to just tell Lauren, just film it because I want to hear what the coaches say. But,
we might be able to do something. Geoff will be out all next week. He's got some job. I don't know. He works and stuff.
We can't just do this for a
living. We're trying. Hey, like, share, subscribe, let us know.
Help us out.
But yeah, you'll be gone. So we'll try to tell you kind of what that breakdown is because it'll be interesting for sure as to how the coaches take this, what we work on in the next 3 weeks.
Well, did you guys hear Colleen's speech when they were coming out to do a tunnel? Mm-hmm. I mean, let's talk Bear Bryant, right?
I mean, she lit it up.
Get your chins up, put a smile on. Yeah. Stuff happens. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, I see you, Bear Bryant. Like,
it would have been so easy for her as a coach just to let the girls go out or be upset or just leading by example. It was great. They didn't react to it,
moments, right? Because you're invested, like when they were on our episode, right? They came out, they talked about. We can't want it more than you do.
100%.
We're invested. Yep. Of course we want to win. We're the coaches. That's our records for USA Gym. That's what we got building. But it was cool to see that in that moment, not for them to show up like kind of jerks and rude and be like, you darn girls, what are you doing? Da-da-da-da-da. And just berate them.
I'm like coaches that are like, that's on you. That's on you.
You see this?
See this? I'm like, that's coach.
Sorry, coach.
Sorry.
And they were so sweet, you know? And so as we talk about showing up, I kind of want to talk about something that really shocked me about this arena, though. And I know Lauren was lit up about it.
Lauren,
did not let go of this. I don't know if Janine felt it, but we go into the arena and we see the stage, and all of a sudden it's discovered there's no pit.
No pit.
No pit. Yo, cheer fams. I don't know if you guys have been to these things or they don't do this. I thought that was a requirement for every comp.
Yeah, it seemed like it was everywhere. Yeah.
That's what I thought, and it wasn't there. And so we couldn't really show up for our girls the way that we thought. Why do you feel having the pit matters kind of for you as a dad to show up or have that box versus not having it? Now we've done a comp where we had it. Now we had a comp without. How did that impact you showing up for Everly as their dad during comp time?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard because I don't know how much they can see and hear us in the pit either. So I'd love to say like it's, but it's nice because it just feels more loud. Like they know there's my cheering section, they're together, but we were still able to kind of like our group was still together in one spot in the stands to kind of cheer for them and stuff. And so I think it still helps. I feel like the whole stadium, I felt like kind of responded to the fact that it didn't have a pit because it seemed like a lot of people were cheering for teams that were not their teams. Yeah. So there's a lot more of like, before it was like, you're in the stands, like you're off. If you're in the pit, you need to be loud and you cheer and stuff like that. But if you're in the stands and other teams going, it's like,
we're all cheering.
You're just kind of sitting there. But this one, it was like everyone was cheering. So I prefer the pit. I think the pit's, it's fun. I think it's fun for the parents to kind of get prepped for that and things like that. So it was a little bit of a bummer. But because we had the suite, because we had the situation, it was kind of one of those like, now I know we're actually going to be able to sit up here and use this and actually utilize it versus before.
Yeah.
We were probably going to spend a lot more time downstairs.
Yeah, we'll talk about the suite here in a few minutes to kind of explain that, you know. But for you, Geoff, you're a passionate guy. You've shown up for your daughter and this team throughout the whole year. Was it hard for you to not have the pit? Do you feel it was all right?
I don't think it was hard for me not to have the pit because I knew I was going to show up and be loud and be going bananas for her, regardless of where I was. You could put me on. You could put me on the moon, they would have heard me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think you got to wonder, and Tom, be good to get your take on this too. Like, put yourself in their shoes when you run out, and there is a pit. You know exactly where your parents are. You know what I mean? So you know who to perform to. And to me, when I run out, or even when you run out on the football field, who are you looking for? Mom,
parents
dad,
and a son.
right? And so when you run out, and those girls had no idea where we were because they were behind the screen, you know, they had no idea where we were.
Yeah.
So when they ran out, do you feel that it was harder for them to get ready for their routine because they were looking for us?
I almost feel like it was better. I don't know because I don't know if Bella came or Izzy came running out being like, yo, where's dad? Or, yo, I got to get centered on my line and get lined up. But I don't know. I think it helps concentrate because you're taught to kind of like walk out, find your center, look at something, and then that's kind of just your performance. And so they walked out, and I don't even think they knew there wasn't a pit until they came out because we didn't get a chance. You know, they came in, they got checked in, and they got taken away from us. They didn't even know where our suite was till after.
Yeah.
So they didn't know, like you said, where to look. So I don't know.
They saw us in the suite.
When
they were down warming up, we were waving to them. So they
Oh,
knew where we were at.
oh,
That's
yeah,
why I was
that's
worried
right.
because then we left the
Okay.
suite to go down. I was like, they're not going to know where we're at now. They're going to look at the suite and not see us, and we weren't know where we're at.
But I think it almost helped. I just hated it from a dad perspective because I wanted to be right in my daughter's face, like cheering and having a good time. And I think we would have noticed the fall. The other thing is because the suite was a side view, you know, we went down. We were there.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I missed it. But I felt like if we were in the pit,
Well,
we
you
would have
missed it
maybe seen.
because you were focusing on.
Hey, I was showing up.
You
for my
guys,
kid.
both you guys' daughters were on the opposite side of the side that it happened.
Yeah.
They were both on the right
that's
side where
right.
it happened, and it happened over on the left. So I think that's, like I said, it happened in the same row that Everly, but it literally happened as Everly does her roll.
Oh.
She does her roll, and then over to just the side of her, that's when the fall happened, and they all get in line together. So I think we were just distracted by our daughters.
You get lost in it. I think you guys had this epiphany this week where now that we've gotten into routine, you're not looking at your daughter as much in practice. You started, like David found.
Why didn't you know that?
Is this something new? No,
So many times. So many times.
David found like 3 new things in our routine. It was like, hey, I didn't know Izzy gets lifted like that in the back.
Yeah.
Struck back.
But it's just, but I just watched, like I said, I'm always watching everything, seeing what she's doing, making sure she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. And now that she's kind of has it down, we've seen it so many times, you know, and we sat back a little bit further, and Everly was down the dance part. She's down in the front, so I couldn't even see her. So then I was kind of forced to look at what everyone else is doing. I was like, I didn't know you guys were even doing stuff back there behind her. Like you just get that tunnel vision. So I'm not surprised we didn't see the fall happen. But
either.
and
because she recovered so quick, and so all of them recovered so quick,
they responded
so well
well.
from it. You just
I want to give the flowers to the girls,
that
man.
was pro level, man.
Yeah.
I can't get over it, man.
For our girls and what they led up to,
Yeah.
like that's why I think it is so crazy in real time like that to get up and just keep going because Corinne and Carly have just helped them so much. Be like, what, did Everly lose her glasses during it this time?
Yeah, so that's the other thing. So the reason why I didn't see it is she lost her glasses in that forward roll. So she rolled and her glasses came off and fell on the ground. And like we talked about before, this was a whole thing in practice. Her shoe came off and she didn't know what to do. Just stood there with her shoe in her hand. And everyone else is still performing. They told her, like, there's a learning moment. Like,
I can't even look at you right now. Because there's got to be something on DraftKings. It's like, whose child from Starlights is going to lose a part of their equipment?
I'm taking the over on that.
Oh,
You gotta
100%.
take it, bro.
You 100% got to take it. But it's probably like minus 1,000 for everybody. You know? I mean,
100%.
I love it.
100%. Those glasses came off though, and she literally rolled forward. They fell. She grabs them, puts them on her side, does the rest of her thing. She grabbed them, puts them on her side, and then she gets back there, and she still has everyone in front of her. So she waits, and as soon as the girls all in a 4 line, she's the back of the 4 people in line, and she's hidden. You can just see her hands do this on the side quickly, puts them on, and like it was nothing. That was like,
gangster with it.
dude, I was like, man, that was feeling that was you want to talk about pride down moment. I was like,
That's
when you see those things like that, when there's
Pro
like those
move.
improvements, and that was one of them. I was like, man,
That is a pro move.
that would not have happened. First comp before she had lost her shoe, she would not know what to do with the glasses.
Dad, she would have called out to you in the stand. Dad, what do I do?
I would have been running down the stairs, come down.
I mean, do we start investing in contacts now?
I mean, you gotta get some Velcro shoes. You know, get them tighter. Oh, get her in a whole.
Oh, we got rid of those shoes. Yeah, she doesn't wear those shoes anymore.
Definitely putting money into DraftKings next week. It's on. Like, there's money going in.
I wonder with the Pro League now if there's gonna be like player props or like props money lines on these.
I bet there is already.
I'm gonna have to look at it. We're gonna have to
there's
look
something in absolutely
They do those little extra competitions like the highest basket toss.
Yeah.
There was some cool stuff. I know you were talking about Pro Cheer. Shout out to Miami Metal. They are crushing it. But there was some cool stuff they do. They like do a stunt backflip thing to like a target spot.
Do crazy backflip things. I'm like, how's that even?
They shot 2 people way up in the air and broke a record this weekend on it. I was like, dude, this guy Kylo, they broke a record yesterday because I guess it's called
he already knows names. Right?
A pushover. It's
Can't
called like
get
a
your
pushover.
name right, but he'll get that. Yeah.
Listen, and he's got the girl up.
It actually might not be right. We'll see.
It might not be. But he's
Kylo
got her
Ren.
in one hand, one foot, and he's got her up, and he's just tossing her like this and does it 52 times.
That's cool.
Between each hand, and it's just 1 foot, and he did it 52 times and broke the record of just back and forth with her, and she's up there just as a flyer and 1 foot in his hand. I was like, wow. But I think, low key, cheer is becoming a parent sport too. I like it. I'm invested. We even had some great drip this weekend I want to talk about because
no headbands, but
the dad drip, except for David. David didn't show up with us.
That's true.
But Geoff, spent a week?
Countless hours.
Bedazzling USA Nike shoes.
Did you bring them?
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh,
I don't know why
You don't just bring those out for everything. Come
It's
on,
like
man.
the cheer shoes. You don't wear those
I meant
out.
like you just have them in your hand. I wouldn't wear them out.
No, I'm not gonna. That's crazy.
Yeah, bring the box.
Crazy.
You gotta put them right here.
Hey, put them right here. Talk to us about your drip, man. You came in fly yesterday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we had the bedazzled shoes. We had the American flag pants, and then the Cheer Dad shirt. Oh yeah, man. It was on.
What inspired the
Velvet.
shoes?
I think I was on Facebook or Instagram, and I saw some 4-year-old girl bedazzling shoes, and I thought to myself, if she can do it, I can do it. I think that's what it was, man. And so I just went all out, bedazzling them.
Well, you're a shoe guy too, though, right?
He's a sneakerhead.
So, like, say, even you can mix like something your hobby or that you're really into with like your kids. That's always super fun.
over.
Like I used to do woodworking all the time when I could like start building stuff for my kids.
Yeah,
it was awesome. So, yeah, it was really cool.
They were a hit. I came up with some light up shoes.
Yeah,
I had my light up sneakers. Cool. They were pretty cool.
They were
pretty cool. I don't know if they held up to the bedazzled, because those were wicked. They were like Nike. The Nike logo was blue. You had the red, like the silver.
No, there's bedazzling all over my house right now.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm
we're not
good
just
at
talking about one size too. It's like all the big ones and then the little ones that fill in all the gaps. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I'm never doing it again. I'll be honest with you, but it was
like the team mom said a while back, and when she made her special appearance about the hot glue and stuff. Were your fingers all?
It was
sticky?
shots fired, man. Honestly, it was shots fired because I brought it up and then she acted like it was nothing that she could do. I'm like, okay, it's on now. Shots fired. Let's go.
And was it how was it going through?
It wasn't hot glue. It was super glue.
It was super glue.
Oh,
it was the super glue that they come with.
Come on.
So yeah, it was just super glue.
All right, I like it. All right. The kids noticed. I thought that was the coolest thing. Every time we went, like, I get in the elevator and like a herd of children were behind me, and I turn around, they're like, "We love your shoes," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know about the shoes."
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We had the drip. We're becoming those dads.
Yeah.
I think, David, clarify, like, you are evolving into your full cheer dad mode now. Are you? Are you there yet? Are you?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, what do you mean? You mean as far as my
your identity? Your identity has fully become.
I for sure. I mean, I always have this other side because my other daughter does dance, and so I got to put that hat on as well and be dance dad.
Which one's taking over?
This one's definitely taken over more of that, but that's what we've always. Jay's always been. My wife's always been really involved with dance, just because they have uniform changes, so they're in the back like changing. Like, so usually my job there is just to save a seat for my wife so she can run out and sit down. Otherwise, my wife's in the back and she's handling everything, and I just get to watch dance after dance come out and perform. So this, I've taken definitely more of a lead role when it comes to Everly with cheer. But I mean, I don't know. My other daughter definitely is. She's watching cheer. She's seeing cheer. She's definitely having some second thoughts.
No way.
Yeah.
She might switch?
She's been considered. She takes tumbling classes actually with Coach Jordan, so she's super excited to hear him come on.
Shout out Coach Jordan. All right.
So she's still deciding.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about for you? I feel like Geoff is in. If you're bleeding red, blue, and white out of your blood, you were.
It's in there. We're dripped out.
Yeah.
Did you think when you were 16 playing football, being a kid, that this is it?
There's no way when I was 16 and playing football, I would have had bedazzled shoes.
No.
It ain't happening. And
I wasn't thinking at all when I was 16. I don't.
No.
You don't think you just do. That's what you're doing when you're 16.
Sorry, you podcast
start
motto.
calling him Goose from now on. Or Rooster.
Hey.
Rooster. Yeah.
And the crazy part is, I don't think you've reached peak dad behavior yet.
No, I don't think we're there
I
yet.
feel like
we'll get there. I mean, I
feel
didn't have a
like-
headband.
I'm excited for this next comp.
Headband would have been
Are we
nice.
bringing headbands? Are
I
you
got
gonna do it?
my tracksuit comes in tomorrow.
You probably forget.
We got headbands.
Probably
Forget
forget
those.
I'm bringing those tomorrow. I'll
That's the
bring
two
those on
DraftKings.
Tuesdays.
I'm gonna parlay him not bringing things and
Everly to
him
lose
being a part of the
classes.
Well, then I'm going to bring
That's
them.
it.
You're going to lose. You want to do that?
I'm still parlaying, so it'll be no different
hedge
than
the
any other
bet.
parlay I
Yeah,
think
I'll
this
hedge
whole
the
year.
bet. Yeah.
Right there we go.
I mean, you gotta bring the stuff.
Yeah.
We don't know. I gotta start I'm just gonna start doing it. I felt bad in being ahead and texting you, but now I'm just gonna be
Oh
on
no,
it. I'm gonna babysit
100%.
you.
I should not be the person in charge of bringing anything. That's a
Right.
great way to set yourself up.
He's
for
like, I
failure.
can save seats.
Let's not forget this guy.
I'll save some seats
Hey.
for you, but
This guy did us dirty a few weeks back when we got our Natty Champ jackets and medals, and I had to drive home and
That's
go
good.
get him after he brought up the idea. It was like, we should do this. We get here, and he's like, oh, I forgot. My bad.
Yeah.
And I had, so.
Things happen.
things happen.
Oh,
The ADHD. Is that what
We all have it now.
Yeah, we all have it.
I feel like the way we're showing up, though, is definitely vibing with the team, with the
Yeah.
girls. They were energetic. They were fired up. And do you believe the way we're showing up, the drip that we're bringing is boosting team morale?
I think so. I think something that we can do to boost team morale. You know, we're not just showing up and sitting there and being like,
Yeah.
you know, if we're all into it, they're gonna be all into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Dad's got to show up.
Dad's got to show.
I'm
100%.
telling you, dads, just get into it. Have a great time, man. It's so much fun. It kind of complements everything about the dad DNA that you want to be doing all in cheer. And it's just a good time. And I don't know. I don't know how to be a checked out dad and be like, I'm not going to come.
No.
Or I'm going to show up there and be annoyed. Oh, it's too loud. I don't want to do this. Like, and just
You can't. Your job as a dad, you know, I call it the CFO, the Chief Fun Officer. That's your job. It's
Hey,
to
I
bring
like
the
it.
fun, man. Like
Yeah.
the moms when they're there, they're stressed. They got to get the girls ready. They're nervous. I mean, there's a representation of the girls. Their hair, our girls or our wives take that stuff personal. So if a girl's hair doesn't look right, it's like it's on them type thing. They can't. For us, like we're just showing. We didn't like you get to show up and you shouldn't have the stress. You shouldn't
No.
be all worried about it.
No.
We could have. I said it before. I was like I could have hung out at that competition all day long. Like there was.
Yeah.
Like it's just you have fun. We're grabbing the kids' food. We're grabbing popcorn. We're making sure the girls are having a good time. Like that's what your job is here. Like I said, I feel like we're falling more and more into what this role, our role is. And
I do. I think we're the team is embracing us. The community is embracing it. The girls are loving it. I mean, we have people now wanting to come on the podcast. We had a couple of the kids. Shout out. Kinley got mad at me for her name wrong.
Weird.
I
You
did
got her
it
name
again.
wrong. That's weird.
Hey, she wants to come on. Grayson.
Another thing to put on the parlay.
Tom will get your name wrong.
Tom will get your name wrong. Sorry.
Names just say I don't know why. I'll know everybody. I called this guy Chris for months and then found out it was David. So.
yeah,
Geoff, I thought was Jeff, forever. And then he's all, nah, dog, Geoff. I was like, all right. I just don't know names. But Kinley, Grayson, the girls are coming on. It's been fun. I think we're reaching the peak of where we're at in the season. We've got 2 or 3 comps left. Two
comps
and
and
a showcase. And a showcase. Talk to me about the suite life, man. So as most people, we got a suite at Mullet Arena, Suite 206. It had our name on the door. What was that like for you, Geoff, walking in yesterday and kind of having that experience to be able to bring your family into? Your family came in there. Ruby got to come in after. What was it like for you?
I don't want to say that like some people deserve first class, okay? Because I definitely don't. But it was nice to be first class for once, you know what I mean? And you walk up there and you just know there's hate. There's hate in the crowd, man.
Yeah.
Because we were up in that suite level by ourselves. And it's not like we weren't making it known that we were up there. I don't think we were being like jerks about it or anything, but you know there was some hate in the crowd. We're gonna get some hate on the podcast, but yeah, man, it was nice, man. It was nice to have a space that was away from the craziness, right? Like we could go up there and just hang out and talk amongst ourselves and kind of do our own thing, shoot some videos, you know what I mean? Do a little dubby.
Yeah, I got some dubby.
We did some dubby. Yeah.
It was cool.
Parents out there.
It was very nice. It was very nice to have a space away from everything else.
I will tell parents that future comps, and I'm definitely looking at the next comp to see if we can do it again. But when you go to your venues, try to look, reach out, kind of see if they have something offered outside of the traditional seating, because it was a pretty cool experience. What was it like for you? Have you done the Sweet Life before?
I've done it at a bunch of different, baseball games, basketball games, and stuff like that. So I mean, I knew it was going to be really nice. I knew it was going to be just nice to have your own space. I mean, last time we were eating our lunch on a customer service desk that was not they had like the gate down.
Remember that?
There's nowhere to eat. There's no tables. I mean, it was pretty rough. People are just sitting on the floor out in the concourse area. I mean, there's just no place to really, get away. And so to have that spot to put all of our, we're also carrying the backpacks and all the stuff the entire time, to have a spot to just sit down, relax, put our stuff down. And the girls absolutely ate it up. I mean, like I said, I think we've all been there, but I think we'd all probably been in this week. I mean, for a lot of them, it was probably their first time having this own space. And they definitely let everybody who was down below know that we were up there because they were.
As we got in the elevator, some people were like, wait, where are you going? And we're like, we got to go up to the third floor. We're in the suites. But it was cool. Kinley got to come. We brought some of the kids up.
I wish more would have come up. We
should have came up. I wish we would have done that. But some of the other girls came up and got to enjoy it too. So it wasn't like we were keeping it private.
No.
Yeah, no, it was definitely.
I wouldn't let anybody up that asked. I mean, we had Courtney and her husband come up with the kids, and Haley was like, what? This is so cool. And like, it was just a vibe. It allowed us, given the circumstances of no pit, it couldn't have been a better place to have the suite.
Yeah.
Because looking at how everybody else kind of had to sit, the chaos. However, it was a smaller event. I did notice it wasn't as big as One Up.
It is. It actually wasn't televised.
No, it wasn't even on varsity
TV. It was not on there. Just the results.
And it was just a small couple teams. But it worked out, man. I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was
and it was just fun. But as you mentioned, we needed some fuel. At 8 a.m.
Yeah, we did.
It was early. We had to eat. We had to get going. The girls were going to go on. Yeah.
Security guards took my coffee.
They really take your coffee?
I did.
Yeah, they made him dump
Full
it.
Starbucks coffee drink. I had to throw it away.
David, again, ADHD, forgot that you can't bring stuff into the arena.
Weird.
So he bought a Starbucks 5 minutes from. Yeah.
You didn't say it was for Everly?
You didn't stuff that in the bag and point
I did caffeinate Everly. Everly did have a Starbucks refresher.
The C4, that's hers. The coffee, that's hers.
Carne asada burrito, yeah, that's hers.
We're not 22 anymore, y'all.
The TRT,
that's hers.
I mean, you were talking about pulling an all-nighter the night before. Yeah. I mean, then it hit you and you were like, nah. I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. We're not 22. 8 a.m. comps hit different. But you took it. How was that for you, David? You were hyped to get some W. Did it, shout out to them. Did it help you get through the day?
100%. I mean, it lasted a lot. Like I said, you get I usually, if I'm going to get an energy drink, you go with like the white can, and it's just, it gives you that, you're like buzzing right off the bat, and then you just have this crazy, this crashes at the end, and that's what I'm always worried about with drinking that kind of stuff. So this was the exact opposite. We had it early on, and it was like
the whole day.
Yeah,
good to go.
It felt great.
How was it for you? Wake you up, get you?
That woke me up right away. I mean, that's
yeah.
It was good. No,
it was like we drink it slow. Like, let's drink this slow and enjoy it. We're like, I need caffeine. Boom. Time to cheer. Yeah.
Yeah, we drank it together real quick, like a shot, 10 ounces, mixed in a scoop, and we were lit. We brought the energy through the day. It was clean. Our listeners get 10% off with Cheer Dad's Unfiltered. So check it out. We definitely got to get a new flavor.
Yeah,
I want to try something else. The fruit punch was good, but I want to get something else.
Good. I like that. I wasn't jittery.
No,
that's what I mean.
It wasn't jittery.
No.
Yeah.
It was clean.
Well, you mentioned too, like the heart rate. Like sometimes when you drink those caffeine ones too, like all of a sudden you could feel your heart kind of pounding your chest, and then didn't feel that at all.
Well, I want to pivot here because I'm introducing something really exciting. I have a new segment.
Let's get excited.
It's Geoff's 5-minute hot takes.
Here we go.
Me and David get to live around them all week, and I'm very excited for you all to have a little fun with Geoff. So this is a new segment. Geoff, there is no thinking aloud. This is rapid fire, 30 seconds each. Geoff's hot takes. Are y'all ready? Don't think.
Do.
Don't worry, I don't think
This
a lot.
is the motto.
Ask Lauren.
Are you ready?
Let's
Cheer dads who don't clap. Red flag or nervous?
That's a red flag, baby. That's a red flag. That's 100% red flag. I don't care if you're nervous or not. If you're not clapping, you get out. You're not a cheer dad.
Boom.
Shots fired right there. Boom. If you're not clapping, if you're not going crazy, you're not a cheer dad. Facts.
Clapping, that's a minimum.
Minimum.
Glitter. Necessary or excessive?
Look, every time I roll around the city, it's bling bling. It's necessary. And you know what's crazy is like you saw that one, the little tiny team that came out, and their uniforms were blinged out, iced
Everyone
out, like
noticed.
the swag. Dude, everybody in there saw
Yep.
it. Everybody. I think it helped. The coaches even saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, glitter all day
Necessary.
long.
Yep.
Bling bling. 22s on the feet. Bling bling.
Early comps. These 8 a.m. comps. Brutal or builds character?
Shout out to the cheer moms. I feel like it's brutal on them. I don't want to say it's brutal on the dads because our job is to just roll out, do the hair, maybe pack a snack, save the seat.
Make sure gas is in the car.
Make sure gas in the car. So I like the early ones. I like the early ones.
It builds character.
Builds character.
Get you in there.
Yeah.
Sweet life. Earned or bougie?
I mean, it's bougie. It's 100% bougie. You can't even say it's earned. There's nothing earned about it. You didn't earn it. You know what I mean? You didn't earn it. I didn't show my feet on OnlyFans to earn the suite. You know what I mean? So I shouldn't say that, but yeah, no, it's not earned at all. It is boo.
We knew what we were doing. We knew what we were doing. We enjoyed it.
In that
Yeah.
first class. Yeah, that's
Fergalicious? Cheeralicious.
Cheeralicious.
I'm going to make a new thought.
Cheeralicious.
Cheeralicious.
Yeah, but no, we didn't earn that at all. That was facts bougie.
All right.
But worth it.
But worth
Worth
it.
it.
Very, very
Here's a
worth it.
tough question. Is cheer harder than football?
I want to say
Competitive cheer.
I want to say no, but
Whoa.
I can't say no because it is.
Yeah.
It's facts harder than football. I don't care who you are, and I'm looking at I'm firing shots right now at all my friends who have boys in boys sports,
Man.
boy or girl sports. You can't call it just boy sports. I understand that because shout out Carly was a nose guard playing some high school football. You know she hit a quarterback and made him rethink his life. You know she did, but yeah, it is facts harder. They practice more. They've got more on the line. Sorry to say, but they've got more on the line, and one person messes up and it hurts everybody. Where in football, like if I miss a pass, we got another down. You know what I mean? So yeah, competitive cheer is facts, hands down, harder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loud moms versus quiet moms.
I like them both, man. Like the quiet moms, I feel like the quiet moms they're nervous. This isn't like, they're just nervous. They're biting their nails. They're looking at their daughter's hair like, is it my fault I didn't do her hair? It's not.
How's that high pony?
It's not bouncing like I wanted it to bounce. You know what I mean? So that's why I think there are some quieter moms because they're more concerned with what's going on.
Yeah.
Where the dad's just like, we're just going crazy. We're a toddler that finally got a Tootsie Roll for the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So loud or quiet moms, I'm with you. Like you're there, you're rocking, you got your kids ready. Yeah. Shout out to the cheer moms.
This one's going to hurt his feelings.
Oh, here we go.
Bedazzled shoes. Drip or mid?
It's drip, baby. It's drip. It's drip. I mean, I don't want to point out any other cheer dads, David, but he walked in just all black and boring. You know what I mean? And he's like, there it is right there. That's the cheer father. I could have got that shirt on Amazon yesterday.
It's got pom-poms on it. Not even a
Right? It
t-shirt.
ain't even competitive cheer shirt. Here we go.
Got sideline.
See, shots fired. Yeah, no, if you're not blinged out walking around with at least a tracksuit on, forgetting things
You're
at
mid.
home, you're mid.
You're mid.
You're mid.
It's true.
All right.
It's
Third
true.
place. Celebration or fuel?
It's both. I think it truly and honestly is both. You know what I mean? Like third place is nothing to bat an eye at. You know, our girls or any girls that get third place, it's still a big accomplishment. You showed up, you did your thing, and it happened. But it's also fuel. You know what I mean?
All right.
Especially with our girls, you can kind of tell, and I think that's why they were so emotional, is because they're so competitive, and they wanted to win. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping they're going to eat it up. You know what I mean? Like, let that hurt you. Let that third place hurt you. Feel it. You know what I mean? And never, and in your mind think, I never want to feel this again.
Yep.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
And the medic in you, energy drinks at 8 a.m. Responsible or reckless?
The medic in me, it's reckless. like you shouldn't be putting without proper nutrition and food. And I know you're looking at me going, this guy's talking about proper nutrition. Like, get out of here. But when you're putting massive amounts of caffeine in your body without actual like food or water in your body, like, yeah, it is reckless.
It's reckless.
But unfortunately, when you're 40 something years old and it's 8 a.m. and it's still cold outside, and it's necessary.
Okay.
It's a necessary evil.
You're assuming we didn't eat before that.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Well, I was a steak and egg burrito deep at that point. So I was feeling great.
I was half of a bagel because that's all we had at home.
Final question for you. The Tampa Bay Bucks are in the Super Bowl, but you're also waiting for Ruby's scores in her competition.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Super Bowl more stressful or waiting for those cheer scores to come out?
I'm gonna be honest with you. As a Tampa Bay fan, and as a Bears fan too, we know our team's gonna lose. Okay, yep. we come in every week, and I try to tell people this who don't understand. I'm like, if you have a team like if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, right? You're so on the edge of your seat because you gotta win. We gotta win. Oh, we're gonna win, or blah blah blah. When you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, winning is just like cool. Mm-hmm. We get a little something extra on the side. So for me as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, cool, glad they won. Yay, you know what I mean? But I'm way more on the edge of my seat for Ruby than for the cheerleader because they are the Golden State Warriors, and I know they can win, and yeah, so you're way more on the edge of your seat for the cheer scores than football, and that's sorry.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, that is our segment with Geoff. I love it. We'll have these weekly. You nailed it. You went through it. We'll keep doing these, get some fun out of that. But I like it. Speaking of the Super Bowl, I did want to touch on that a little bit for our cheer dads out there that, we do have stuff outside of our lives. And one of those big things was Super Bowl was last weekend. We talked about it. You guys said the Patriots on that episode. That's what you were banking on.
We said we wanted the Patriots.
Yes.
I don't remember saying
okay.
We knew they
win.
I just wanted them to win because...
What was your reaction to Seattle beating the Patriots, David?
Honestly, the game, I don't want to say the game bored me. It just wasn't. It was.
Call it what it is.
It was the most boring Super Bowl I've watched in a really long time.
Yeah.
There was just nothing going on, and I knew from the start it felt like Seattle was going to win. Their defense was just all over. Drake May.
Shout out to the 12.
Yeah,
the defense was wicked.
And kudos to him. I mean, people talk about how he's throwing the interceptions and making mistakes, but like at that point, you're down, you're losing. Like you just got to throw everything. I mean, you can't play conservative and just lose the game. I mean, you had to try something, but. There was one that was like triple coverage, just threw right into.
Yeah,
it was rough.
Yeah, but still, Sam Darnold's not that guy. No, he's not. I'm sorry, and that Super Bowl exposed him.
Yeah,
he is not that guy. Drake May is not that guy.
It should have been a blowout. Based off what their defense did to New England, it should have been a blowout.
Sam Darnold did not show up.
They just didn't.
Shout out to that dude on the Patriots, dude. That defender.
Yeah,
he saved it from a blowout. That's what surprised me is that dude was at every play,
all over the field,
breaking it up.
Yeah, but that shook Sam Darnold. Shows you right there. Like you put any kind of pressure on Sam Darnold, he shook, man. That's why the Minnesota was like, nah, we're done, because you get him shook, he's over. It's over. Yeah, he's not that guy. Sorry.
Is that what surprised? What kind of surprised you at the Super Bowl?
How boring it was, to be honest with you. Like these teams, Seattle and New England all year have been playing crazy games, putting up points, and this was just, I was bored, man. That's what surprised me the most is exactly how boring the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to be at Geoff's house for the Super Bowl. We had planned on it. I got sick, and I really was checked out of the Super Bowl. I wasn't looking forward to any of it. My Bucks weren't there. The Bears didn't go. I had no skin in the game.
No.
I'm not a Seattle guy. I'm not a Pats guy. I love the Bucks Tom Brady versus the Pats Brady. No offense, but I loved him coming to us, but I'm not going to root for the Pats. The halftime show at Super Bowl was even interesting. Shout out to Bad Bunny. I think it was great. I think there was a lot of opportunity there. And it was shout out to them. It was cool, but it was just boring all around. I just didn't feel.
It was boring all around.
I was more stressed yesterday and hyperventilating from my girls making the podium, because I'll be honest with you, I still thought we were getting first. David looked at me and was like, come on, be realistic. And I'm a dreamer. I'm like, nah, baby, we still first. We getting it. We won. And he was like, no, Tom, we're not.
I didn't know it was going to be that big of a deduction, but I mean, like I said, now I I think those girls knew better than we did. Like I said, when they came out, the girls that were crying, they knew. They knew that this was.
That's that competitive nature, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love how competitive our girls are.
Yeah.
It made me have the picture of Diggs at the end of the Super Bowls 2-3 years in a row.
Yeah, we sat there and watched
with the confetti falling, and you're just standing there. And I felt that in that moment with our girls yesterday, that they were just devastated, just frustrated.
It's that fire now, man. Now they've got that feeling, and they know I never want to feel like this again.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know
It's fuel.
So it's that fire.
It's fuel.
Well, I think what's cool, too, is the older girls setting that example for our girls. Our girls came out, and they didn't know they should be sad. They didn't know like what was happening, and they see that, and they're like, it sets that example. And I think it's a good example to set, because it would have frustrated me if they came out, and they're like, who cares?
Right.
Who cares at all? Like, no one's frustrated at all. It's like, They had the right reaction in that moment.
They all lifted each other up. That's what I loved. It's the girls rallied around the girls that were sad. They all showed support, and they were like, "We got this. We're gonna be okay. We're good. We learned it. We now know. We'll come back cleaner, better. Comp 3, y'all. We're coming back stronger than ever. We're gonna bring this home. Close this out. I have a question for you, David. As we went through this, we're in episode 9 here. 2 comps in now, deeper in the season. What are you learning this season? Your first comp season, you got to tell another dad out there, what's kind of been some, like maybe 1 or 2 lessons for you this season?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a lot. I feel like we oversay the phrase, but just lean in. I mean, the more involved you get, the more you know about the sport, the more fun it is to watch it. That's how any sport is. If you don't know what's going on, you're not going to have any fun with it. So the more I've learned about how the scoring works and how the moves work and all that stuff, I've just enjoyed it so much more. And then, just bring the fun. Bring the fun to the sport. Let the coaches be the coaches. Let the moms be the moms, and you get to be the dad and enjoy your role and bring the fun and let the kids have fun.
I love how the progression of David from when we started, quiet, kind of doing his thing, to now sitting up for 4 hours, going through the scoring, rallying with the cheer moms in the chat. Like, you have been like MVP. And I would agree. I think it's be fun. What about for you, Geoff? What have you been learning this season with Ruby and kind of going through, your first season as a competitive cheer dad?
I'm just learning to be a cheer dad, to be honest with you, and embracing every part of it, man. Obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm loving every second of it, so I just love it. I think I'm just learning exactly how competitive it is. And I mean, you could see that in the eyes of our girls when they came off that stage. I can't tell you how happy I am about how competitive they are and how much they want to win.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What would you say you're most proud of today and kind of through the season? Would it be that or
That's it, yeah, their growth, man. Like, you see them from the first time that they did the routine. It was, you guys know, we're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And now the routine is so good, and they know it's so good that they're that competitive, and they're that sad when they lose because they know we can win.
Yeah.
So from uh-oh to we know we can win, and we are that team.
I like it.
The growth, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What would you say are you most proud of in kind of today, as you reflect?
Yeah, definitely Everly's just growth. And the overall team, it's so cool to watch our coaches tell them things and then have them make the mistakes in practice and then see those things present themselves in the comp and have them fix it and respond back to the coaches taught them. And just see that development is really cool. And I'm seeing Everly become more competitive. She was definitely bummed. And so I think the growth is huge.
I'm going to say for me, what I'm most proud of is the swag and confidence these girls have showed up with.
Yeah.
Watching them yesterday, and the dancing, Ruby over here, she was busting moves. Everly's out there.
Izzy was too.
Hey,
Izzy was, like I said, she's been in the past is kind of nervous about doing that, that little do your dance, do your whatever it's called, and she was down there during the awards dancing and doing her thing. So that was really cool for me to see. I'm not even her dad, but for her to see that confidence growth was really cool. It was awesome.
That's what I had. I couldn't believe it watching her do that. That was as I reflect on everything, seeing that she is smiling, she is showing up, she loves her girls. Shout out to her too. She got to take home the mascot.
Yeah,
I found out. So she got whatever they named him.
Yeah,
I don't know, but they took it.
Part of me thought she stole it. I mean, I still think she stole it. I still think she stole it. Hey,
she had a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just the growth, the swag, the enjoyment that they're having, the fact that they lost this one. They didn't lose, man. They made podium. They made third place. We'll be good. I'm going to close it out. We've got second comp of the season. We had third place, one fall, 1.25 deduction. But growth doesn't show up on the scoreboard. We know that. We're documenting this because this is a season our girls are really learning resilience. And we're just lucky enough to have front row seats, man.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying watching my girl and my daughter glow up, man.
What was that shirt that we saw there that said, like, something about my favorite athlete? Like, it's so much fun to watch your favorite athlete, but I get to raise mine.
Oh, you saw the shirt yesterday.
That was awesome. I didn't buy it.
You love your favorite athlete, but I get to raise mine.
Yeah.
And
I love the shirt. I'm too cheap to buy it, but I love the shirt. It was really cool.
Noticed.
I was like,
we noticed. It's not on Amazon. It's not coming to David's house. Facts.
It's just been a fun season. It's good to watch our girls glow up. It's cool to see them push through. They're learning to take the losses or the areas of improvement. And I'm excited. We got a few more comps lined up. We've got a lot more to this season. We've got a lot more guests coming on with Jordan and Shaq and Kyler and DJ, who are from like level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got Gabby coming on. Shout out Gab. I can't wait. Talk a little about her judging. I can't wait for her to go toe to toe with this guy. He's gonna.
It's a learn me. He's a young Padawan over here.
Learn me. Teach us, Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Teach us. It is not farts and toots. It is animation and transitions. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So here we are. Cheer Dads Unfiltered, episode 9. Jamfest recap. Let's just keep building. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will see y'all on the next one.
See you.
No cap.